Hello and welcome to Monuments in 5, here on Scarab and Scribe. I'm your host, Sean Lee, your friendly neighbourhood Egyptologist, and today we're starting this whirlwind tour of Egypt's jaw-dropping monuments at the top, quite literally. We're talking about the Great Pyramid of Giza, the great granddaddy of all ancient wonders. This is not just a pyramid, it is the pyramid. If monuments had red carpets, this one would have its own paparazzi. Picture this. Over 4,500 years ago, Pharaoh Khufu decided he needed to level up the whole tomb game. He just didn't want to be remembered. He wanted his afterlife digs to scream, "I'm divine, I'm wealthy, and I absolutely nailed the pyramid aesthetic." And boy, did Khufu deliver. Built around 2560 BCE, the Great Pyramid was the centerpiece of a sprawling funerary complex that also included temples, smaller pyramids, and of course, the Sphinx, aka ancient Egypt's version of an epic movie series, Khufu Presents The Great Beyond. Now, let's talk some stats, because this bad boy wasn't just big, it was the biggest. At its peak, it stood 146.6 metres tall. That's 481 feet for those of you who measure in football fields. It held the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world for a mind-blowing 3,800 years. That's almost 4 millennia of architectural MVP status. Sure, it's lost about 8 metres due to erosion and the missing limestone casing stones that once made it gleam like a disco ball in the desert sun, but it's still got enough height to make modern skyscrapers feel slightly self-conscious. But how did they build it? Now that is the million-dollar question. Spoiler alert for all of you out there, it was not aliens. I'm sorry about that, History Channel fans. Tens of thousands of skilled workers, and yes, these were paid workers, not slaves, spent decades hauling 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing as much as a small SUV. Now, theories do range from giant ramps to ingenious levers, but let's be real, whatever their method, the ancient Egyptians deserve a standing ovation, preferably while we're all sat down in an air-conditioned, comfortable room. Now, here's the kicker. The pyramid's alignment is so precise, it's nearly perfectly aligned with the cardinal points of the compass. That's without any lasers, any GPS, or even a decent ruler. This is just a bunch of ancient stargazers who apparently majored in advanced engineering while looking cool in kilts. Honestly, if these guys were around today, NASA would be hiring them on the spot. Spoiler alert, it is not just a giant pile of stone. The Great Pyramid is like the Swiss army knife of ancient monuments. It's got chambers, passageways, and even the iconic Grand Gallery, which is essentially the VIP red carpet leading to Khufu's king's chamber. Unfortunately, while Khufu's sarcophagus is still there, his mummy is not. Tomb robbers likely swiped it centuries ago. What's left is an empty stone box, a lot of questions, and a haunting sense of what if. And just when you thought the Great Pyramid could not get any cooler, in 2017, scientists used cosmic ray technology to discover a hidden void inside. What's in there? Another chamber? Treasure? The ancient equivalent of Khufu's diary? No one knows. It's like the pyramid itself is teasing us, saying, "You think you've got me figured out? Well, think again." The Great Pyramid is not just a monument, it's a statement, it's a mystery. It's a giant 4,500-year-old mic drop from a civilization that clearly knew how to show off. Millions of visitors flock to it every year, standing at its base and asking the same question: how on earth did they do this? So, there you have it, the Great Pyramid of Giza, in just under 5 minutes. Join us next time on Monuments in 5, where we'll dive into more of Egypt's iconic creations. Until then, remember, it's not just a pile of rocks, it's a masterpiece that's been making history for millennia. And please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, because history is way more fun when you share it with your friends. Thank you very much, everyone for listening.